In the enchanting world of beekeeping, there's a special term called Apiarist. It's just a fancy word for a beekeeper. Apiarists have a unique connection with a rather unusual pet, the honeybee. These little creatures, along with other pollinators, play a critical role in keeping our environment healthy. In fact, scientists encourage bee spotting to help boost the growth of our fruits and veggies. You might wonder why bees usually don't sting their beekeepers. Well, most bees are not aggressive, they're just defending their homes. When they sting, they lose their lives, so it's a last resort defense. Skilled beekeepers know how to handle hives without getting stung. But can bees really recognize their beekeepers? Bees have an incredible sense of smell, and they likely identify their beekeepers through their unique scent. Sometimes it seems they can even recognize familiar faces. What's the secret to calming these tiny buzzing friends? Beekeepers use smoke, which comes from natural sources like burlap or pine needles. Using synthetic materials or bleached paper can upset the bees, so it's best to avoid those. You might have heard that PETA is against beekeeping. They argue that profiting from honey exploits bees, putting them in unnatural conditions and even manipulating their genetics, much like factory-farmed animals. Now, picture this scenario. You're being chased by a swarm of angry bees. Is jumping into water a good idea? Not really. It increases your chances of getting stung when you come up for air, and bees can even track you underwater through bubbles of carbon dioxide you release. The good news is that beekeeping and honey production don't harm bees. In fact, the western honeybee population is relatively healthy, even though some other bee species are struggling. Can bees and humans be friends? Yes, it's possible. Beekeepers regularly tend to their hives without getting stung. It's all about understanding and working with these incredible insects. Why do beekeepers wear white? It's not just a fashion choice. Bees seem to dislike dark-colored intruders, so wearing white helps beekeepers approach hives without causing a commotion and reducing the risk of stings. There's a rumor that beekeepers live longer. They live in clean, natural environments, and they occasionally get stung, which may actually contribute to their longevity. Their diets, enriched with bee products, could also be a factor. What threatens bees the most? Climate change, habitat loss, invasive species, low genetic diversity, diseases, and pesticides are major threats to bees' survival. Why do beekeepers sometimes remove the queen bee? They do it to change the type of bees in the colony or replace old queens. It's like refreshing the leadership to keep the hive strong. As for bee lifespans, queens can live up to 5 years, while worker bees typically live only a few weeks in the summer and about 20 weeks in the winter. And do bees stay in the hive forever? Not quite. Honeybee hives continuously produce new queens to replace the old ones, ensuring the colony's survival. As long as they have enough honey and stay healthy, bees can make a place their home for a long, long time. Welcome to the astonishing world of bees, where nature's tiny wonders play a crucial role in our ecosystem. Did you know that an average hive houses between 50,000 to 60,000 worker bees? These industrious insects are the only ones in the entire insect kingdom that produce food for humans. Honey, their precious creation, has the remarkable ability to stay well preserved. An intact pot of honey was even discovered in King Tut's tomb, an astonishing testament to its longevity. Bees, like many insects, have a unique perspective on the world. They see in a different light spectrum from approximately 300 to 650 nanometers. This means they can't see the color red, but they can perceive ultraviolet light, a world that remains hidden to us humans. Scenes of bees in their hives. Bees are the tireless workers of the insect world. They never sleep. The remarkable hive, with its 50,000 to 60,000 workers, is the only place where humans source their food from an insect. The nectar turned into honey. Have you ever wondered why bees are so noisy? It's because they beat their wings a staggering 11,400 times in a single minute. Only the female worker bees can sting, and they use this defense wisely. Honeybees communicate through a series of dance moves, a fascinating method of conveying information to their hive mates. Narrator: the dedication of bees is truly remarkable. A hive of bees will fly over 55,000 miles collectively to create a single pound of honey. Incredibly, they can produce up to 100 pounds of honey in a year. Within a honeybee colony, there are 3 distinct roles: workers, drones, and a queen. Thousands of worker bees collaborate in nest building, food gathering, and caring for the brood. It's a complex and highly organized society. Scenes of worker bees feeding larvae. Narrator: let's delve into the fascinating process of royal succession in a bee colony. First, the queen bee lays a new set of eggs. Then, the worker bees choose up to 20 fertilized eggs, almost at random, to become potential new queens. These lucky larvae are fed a special food called royal jelly, which sets them on the path to becoming fertile queens. The queen bee plays a vital role in the hive, as she is the sole female with fully developed ovaries. Her primary responsibilities are to produce chemical scents that regulate the colony's unity and to lay an abundance of eggs. Meet the drone, the male honeybee. Unlike the female worker bee, a drone has no stinger. His sole purpose is to mate with a maiden queen during nuptial flight. From pollinating plants to making honey, bees perform a myriad of crucial tasks for our planet. In the grand tapestry of nature, these little insects play a significant role. Now let's dive into our top facts about bees. Fact number 1. Bees inhabit a wide range of habitats, from marshes and sand dunes to heathlands, wetlands, and chalk grasslands. They adapt to diverse environments, making them an essential part of our ecosystem. The distinctive buzz of bees is the result of their wings beating an astonishing 11,400 times per minute. It's a mesmerizing sound, a testament to their hard work and dedication. Bees actually have 4 wings, 2 wings on each side of their body that hook together to form a pair while flying and unhook when they're stationary. It's a marvel of nature's design. In a bee colony, the queen's role is pivotal. If the queen bee dies, the worker bees can create a new queen bee by selecting a young larva and feeding it royal jelly. This special diet transforms it into a fertile queen. Bees are essential pollinators. Nearly 90% of wild plants and 75% of leading global crops depend on animal pollination. 1 out of every 3 mouthfuls of our food relies on these diligent pollinators. Bees are hard-working creatures, but the average bee only produces 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its entire lifetime. It's a testament to their dedication and the value of their labor.